Well, it's meeting to order at 6:04, please rise and join me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of treasurer's warrants, payroll warrants for March 10th and March 17th, 2023, open for a motion.
I move to approve the payroll warrants of March 10 and March 17, 2023.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, all those in favor? Dusty? Sorry, can you unmute?
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes 5-0. Accounts payable warrants for March 14th and March 21st, 2023, open for motion.
I move to approve the accounts payable warrants of March 14 and March 21, 2023.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Dusty?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0. Approval of the minutes for March 7th, 2023. Have we figured out the correction to 10A? Yes, no.
So the 10A, where it says currently the town has 1.7 million in cash in 2016, and now it's just short of 500,000. He wasn't referring to cash at that point. He was referring to outstanding property taxes due. The town has way more than 1.7 million, but 500,000
Property taxes,
in cash.
so it should be here 500,000 in property taxes too.
In outstanding property taxes, yeah.
Any other corrections?
I had to watch the tape to make sure that I understood what he was saying, and it was kind of a confusing conversation at that point.
I move to approve the minutes as amended.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, any further questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Dusty?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0. Do not have any special presentations or awards. Committee appointments, Wisconsin Cemetery Committee, Peter Wells, open for a motion.
I move to appoint Peter Wells to the Wisconsin Cemetery Committee.
Second.
Been moved and seconded, any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Dusty?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0. We do not make public hearings tonight. Public comment, is there any member of the public who would like to speak? And if so, if you'd like to come up to the front here, and if you could just state your name, so those online can, like here, you can sit if you'd like.
So I just have a question. I attended my first town meeting last whenever.
Sorry, what's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry, Karen Sullivan.
Thank you.
And I live in town. And they passed out information on LD 2003 at the last meeting, which is the state initiative to increase housing, the housing population and affordable housing. And apparently the town has to respond in some way to this, right?
So you met at the meeting that you were at the other day, you met
Yeah.
Emily Raby.
Nobody introduced themselves, so I don't know who I met.
Oh, okay,
Person
well,
was here?
she was there, she was the one that she was talking about that.
Okay,
Emily is very, very involved in this whole process. She is currently reviewing all of our town ordinances for changes that need to be made.
is she the person that we kind of hired to?
Yes, she's our contractor plan.
Okay,
from Lincoln County Regional Planning Commission.
Yep,
okay,
so all that work is in progress.
okay, and so then she does what? I'm just trying to get how this whole thing works.
And then
She-
she's gonna make those, she will make those edits in the ordinance. It will go back to the ORC, which will bring it to the select board. And at some point, it will have to go out to a town vote,
Okay,
to vote on those changes.
so.
There'll have to be public hearings on that, as well.
So if I had specific questions about the documents that she passed out that I read, I would direct them to her. Can I have her contact info?
I don't know it off the top of my head, but if you want to leave me your name and number and, email address or phone, I'll be happy to give it to you.
Awesome. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other members of the public would like to speak about something not on the agenda? Going once, going twice. Okay, department head or committee chair, we have our monthly reports. Any questions or comments on the monthly reports?
I can say I appreciate the concise report from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to miss that opportunity.
I'm sure Dwayne will be pleased to hear it.
He just did.
Yeah.
Oh, he just did.
Yeah, he's right there.
It's
I
right
missed
there.
him.
Oh, he's in the room. Thank you, Dwayne.
He's nodding. All right. Unfinished business, property maintenance ordinance. So you'll see there's a bunch of crossouts from the last time we've seen this. I don't know. You or Jackie wanted to speak to any of this?
Well, Jackie said I gave you the wrong one, but I actually gave you the one that I wanted to show where the edits were. So if you take the edits out or add the edits in, that's what the cleaned up version actually will say.
Comments from the board?
Toned down a bit since the last one. I'm trying to be more practical.
Yeah, Heather?
I've got one on 16.4. And I pulled this up out of an email to look at it. I don't have a hard copy, but on 16.4, the changes. Well, if you look at 16.3, the word them refers to the owner and mortgagee, mortgagee. In 16.4, because of the rewording, them ends up referring to the fences and items on the property. So I think we just need to clarify that grammar so that them continues to refer to the owner and mortgagee.
Okay.
Could we make that correction without having to send it back to the ORC?
Yeah, no, this is just, I think this is just like a typo kind of thing. So they just need, we approve it with modifications or whatever, revisions.
So you have it in 13.3 as the owner and mortgagee. You have it in 16.5 as the owner and mortgagee, but you have it in 16.4, it's not referenced.
Yeah,
So
16.
what I asked was to just add that language into that.
Yeah, just to clarify the grammar in that sentence early.
Oh, I see, it should be the
Okay.
owner or whatever.
Just themselves does not work anything.
Yeah, owner or whatever.
But yeah, I think the addition of the comments about the rationale being safety addresses the concerns that people brought to us when we first presented this. So I like it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Any additional comments or questions?
Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna vote to reject this just because I don't feel like this, all the residents, the majority of them need this or want this, so. I just feel like it's gonna cause a neighbor dispute constantly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I also feel like we need this in place for things like bricks falling in windows,
Yeah.
falling in.
Front yards being turned into junk yards.
We need a motion.
It would be as amended.
Yeah.
Okay. I move to approve property maintenance ordinance as presented by the ORC and amended and send to the planning board for a public hearing.
Second. I have a question.
Yeah.
This is already on the other hearing notice is already in the paper for next week. Go back to this. And the regular, the old version of this is the one that's on the town website or whatever is available here in the town.
I don't think it will be an issue as long as you bring it up and make people aware that
Okay,
the selectmen made that change.
Oh, you mean just without the change we just made?
yeah,
Oh, I thought you meant the old version.
no,
Okay.
no,
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any further questions or discussion?
no. Who's seconded? I'm sorry.
Bill?
Yeah.
All right. All those in favor? Opposed? Dusty?
Yes.
Motion passes 4-1. New business. Sewer abatement request for 17 Old Bath Road. Open for a motion.
Move to approve the sewer abatement request at 17 Old Bath Road.
Second.
Do you need the amount?
Do I need to say what it is?
Yes, you do need to say the amount.
I wrote
I
it down.
had to look it up
I wrote it on the sheet.
It's highlighted.
for, in the amount of 175.80. Is that what you need?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, been moved,
Second.
seconded. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Dusty?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0. Sewer abatement request for 121 Federal Street. Open for a motion.
I move to approve the abatement request at 121 Federal Street, right, in the amount of 542.05.
Second.
That's wrong.
No,
Says I recommend for sewer bill to be $38 minimum, not the $5 $8.
Well, you're abating 542. You're voting on the abatement, not the sewer bill.
the written here.
Oh, I see.
Okay, it's been moved.
Second.
Right, I see it, I see it.
Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Dusty?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0. Okay, sewer abatement request for 523 Birch Point Road. Open for motion.
I move to approve the sewer abatement request at 523 Birch Point Road in the amount of 205.10.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Dusty?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0. Bid opening for financial auditing service.
Make a motion to authorize.
No, not yet.
Whoop.
Hold that thought.
This is gonna be easy because we only received one. And I'm quite thankful that we did receive one because I didn't know that we would receive any. Brewer, our current auditor, did inform us this year that they were not going to bid on this again. His father's retired and they just can't keep up with the business that they have, so. The only bid we got was from RHR Smith. They used to be the town's auditor at one point in time, some years ago, before they changed to Brewer. there are a lot of accounting firms that just aren't doing municipal audits any longer. When I didn't get any bids last Wednesday, I started reaching out to people to say, and I got one response back. So anyways, his bid for 3 years in pricing, for the fiscal 23 audit will be 26,300. Year 2 will be 27,300, and year 3 will be 28,800.
What have we been paying?
I think Brewer this year is 27.5. And I'm sorry, I put 26,000 in the budget for auditing, so I was off. My apologies.
And so, pretty good point.
I know we wrote the motion that we review these, and come back to the board. I still, even though we only got one, I still would like to review it and just, if you guys are comfortable with just allowing us to move ahead with it, that's fine.
Move ahead with this one.
Yeah.
This is the same guy who just did the last one.
No, we've been using Brewer and Bath for a number of years, but RHR Smith used to do it years ago, and I think they're still doing the school. And I think there was some personality issues the last time with them in the previous board, so that's why they stopped coming.
A motion using their name,
Yes,
and the name is,
RHR Smith.
I make a motion that we award the audit of the town to R.H. Smith. For the amount of 26,300 for the first year, 27,300 for the second year, and 28,300 for the third year.
28,800.
I second.
And moved and seconded, any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Dusty?
Yes.
Yep. Motion passes 5-0. Monthly financials, any questions, discussion on either the HM Basin statement or the February expense and revenue? Great, seeing none, moving on.
We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down.
The transfer of ownership from Gary Joslin of a 24-foot fiberglass sailboat.
Oh, right.
Oh, what is this for?
Did you read my report?
Oh, your bid manual report?
Yeah, that's okay. So Mr. Goslin showed up in the harbor one day last summer and put his sailboat on the town's float for several days without permission and without paying any fees. And so Larry spent some time trying to track him down because doesn't have a permanent residence. And told him that he couldn't leave the boat there if he wasn't going to pay to leave the boat there. So he moved the boat and put it on a borrowed mooring out in the middle of the harbor. Just about the time as we had the summer storm that came with all the wind. Well, the mooring that he borrowed was not going to be big enough to hold the boat in place. So the guy that he borrowed the mooring from went and took it off the mooring and put it on a town mooring. Again, without permission and again, without paying any fees. And so Larry spent a whole lot more time trying to track him down, to tell him that he needed to get the boat off the town's mooring and take care of it. And he couldn't find them. And as it's been in the past, when we've had boats that have left, one of them sank, and we didn't want that to happen again. So Larry had the boat removed by one of the boat haulers in town, I don't remember which one. And when we finally did track him down and say, not only do you owe us for mooring fees, but now you owe us for hauling the boat off, he informed us he didn't have any money, wasn't gonna be able to pay for it. Therefore, he would turn the boat over to the town could sell it and get what they put out of it towards his bill. He has been summoned to court for this as well, so whatever we fall short on selling it, we can seek restitution for the balance of the court. So that's kind of the short version.
Yeah, I hear Larry talking about it, I feel like kept the meetings long.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're good?
Open for a motion on the first part there.
Take a motion to accept transfer of ownership of the 24-foot fiberglass sailboat, time being from Gary Jocelyn.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Justin?
Yes,
Motion passes 5-0. And then disposition of the 24-foot fiberglass boat time being opened for a
Make a
motion.
motion to declare the 24-foot fiberglass boat surplus property and authorize the town manager to advertise and solicit bids.
I second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Dusty?
yes,
Motion passes 5-0. All right, business license for Midcoast Beauty and Wellness Suites, 681 Bath Road, open for motion.
I move to approve the business license application for Midcoast Beauty and Wellness Suite 681 Bath Road.
Second, excuse me.
Then moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion?
This is across from Shaw's.
Yes.
Okay, calling for a vote. All those in favor? Dusty?
yes,
Motion passes 5-0. Business license for High Tide Printing Company, 6 Railroad Avenue. Open for motion.
I move to approve the business license application for High Tide Printing Company at 6 Railroad Avenue.
Second,
It's gonna be under the tide at some point. No, we're not. I'm just saying. Any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Dusty?
yes,
Motion passes 5-0. Naming of the community center gym.
Yeah, Dwayne's here, so he could probably chime in a little bit. As everybody knows, Bob McDonald just retired after completing over 31 years of service to the town of Wiscasset. 25 of that as the facilities director up at the community center. Before that, he worked at the transfer station. Bob was pretty much a fixture of that community building. He kept that place coming, and he did a great job for the town. As it happens, last evening was the Maine Recreation and Park Association's annual convention at the Samoset Resort. And Bob happened to be the recipient of their Outstanding Parks Professional Award last night, which was a total surprise to him. He did not know that was coming. I don't know how you managed to pull that off, but
Well, I told everybody that we were getting an award as a summit.
Oh.
it was directed totally at Bob, and he was quite taken aback by that and quite humbled by that. But Dwayne has asked that the board pass a resolve naming the community center gym, the Robert McDonald Community Center Gym. And I can't think of a more fitting purpose
That's wonderful.
or person. So,
That's wonderful.
it's also excellent at handling people too. I saw a couple.
he's going to be very, very badly missed, in town, very much so. So I would ask that the resolve be read out loud and entered into the record.
Do you want a motion before or after this?
No, I will do that.
All right. Resolution to approve naming of the community center gym. Whereas Robert McDonald completed 31 years of service to the town of Wiscasset. Whereas he spent many years as the facilities manager, maintaining the community center, including countless hours of cleaning, prepping, and refinishing the gym floor. Whereas the naming of the facility or specific part of a facility is an appropriate recognition for honoring such service. Now therefore be it resolved that the Wiscasset Select Board hereby names the gym at the community center the Robert McDonald Community Gymnasium. Be Be it further resolved that the Wiscasset Select Board, on behalf of the grateful patrons of the community center and the residents of Wiscasset, wish Bob all the best in the next chapter of his life.
I make a
So,
motion that we approve the resolution.
second,
And moved and seconded, all those in favor? Dusty,
Yes.
motion passes 5-0.
I have a nice original for you guys to sign, and we'll frame it and hang it up at the.
Thank you, thank you all.
Does he know about this either?
He does know about it.
Oh,
oh, good.
I actually mentioned that, we mentioned it on the last day.
Yeah, it is much up there that we need to do, so that'll be good.
assessor's business?
Not really, except that I do have the county tax assessment that you guys will have to sign as assessors, not as selectmen. I put $750,000 estimate in the budget. The county tax is $749,103.
You're on thin ice.
Yeah.
So you just have to sign that.
What was the actual number?
749, 103.
That's amazing.
All right, town manager's report.
Other than what I had in the written report, I did go up to the school, the old school today, see the progress being made on the senior center. That building has pretty much been completely gutted right down to the studs, floors, everything is stripped out, and they're getting ready to start heading the other way now and start rebuilding and going back and getting things done up there. They're pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna be a good thing for the town. I was pleased with the progress that they've made so far, so. Construction costs are causing them some headaches, but that's, seems to be the case with every project going on these days.
Any questions for them?
That's great.
What is the timeline on that?
They want to be able to start putting people in there in May of 2024.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that's the plan right now anyways. And I still have a lot of people calling, wanting to know how they can get on the list to get in there.
Wow.
So,
Is it full yet?
I don't know, I just refer them down there, but I've had a lot, I just had one yesterday.
Wow.
You know, a lot of people called when they initially announced plans to do this. And then lately, now that it's been back in the paper again, there's been a lot more people calling. I don't think they'll have any trouble filling it out.
I think they're shutting down the one from Coves Edge and Damerscott too, so.
I think they're building a new one though, right? A bigger one?
Thanks.
Yeah, it's,
And the Greens closed this one, and there's another one that closed too.
yep, a while ago.
Any other board business? Okay. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion made.
Second.
All those in favor? Dusty,
Yes.
we are adjourned at 6:32 PM.
Just in time, because this
Thank you.
computer wants to start updates.
One
I always had
second.
super stands approved.
Budget committee meeting April
22nd.
22nd, that's a Saturday at 6 P.M.
Oh, that should have been, I don't know why, I didn't notice that, no. Tomorrow, March 22nd.
Dennis, I have things to sign as well.
Yes, if you get time to stop by tomorrow.
I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
This is April 22nd.
Right, it should say March 22nd. Because it's your budget meeting tomorrow.